Recording in progress.
Are you ready, Missy? Are you ready?
Who are you? Do I know you? What's your name?
Gina.
Gina. Nice to meet you. Oh, and Sue. Hello, Sue. All right, my friends. Welcome and thank you for being here. I have my Zion retreat today, so I'm heading out right after this class. I'll be gone this weekend, obviously. So John Cottrell is subbing my Sunday class at 10 a.m. If you're around, I think kind of a special treat. And then I have my frequency class. It's a once per month offering. And that's next Saturday. So Saturday the 12th, I think it's the 12th. Yeah. Or maybe it's the 11th, I don't know. But it's next Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. in this space. All it is, it's 2 hours of just straight breath work. So you do the same type of breath for like an hour. It's intended to take you out of here, drop you into here, similar to like psychedelic journey here in your body, and you're letting yourself feel stuff, letting stuff come up and express however it wants to. So every breathwork experience is different for every person every time, but I personally always leave feeling just a little lighter, a little clearer, a little more connected to myself. So if you're around next weekend, I'd love to have you. I have Brady coming. He's my sound guy, my musician. So that would be fun. Always special when he's there. So yeah, that's next Saturday. Hi, come in. And then other than that, I have my Sundance retreat that still has spots open at the end of the year. So it's the first weekend in December. It's just a Friday to a Sunday. So it would be easy to just get off work and head down to Sundance. So go ahead and let's just start. So find your comfortable seat if you're not there already. And if you want, you can kind of move your body. So personally, I always like to kind of get my wiggles out or just feel into my physicality a little more before finding stillness. So feel free to take a moment to move, to wiggle. And then when you are ready, just settle in. So eventually, bring your hands to rest somewhere intentionally. Maybe it's on your lap, maybe hands to heart, maybe one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And close your eyes. If you prefer to keep your eyes open, soften and lower your gaze. And take these first few moments to really fully arrive in this space. So take in everything that is happening right here, right now. Feel the ground underneath you. Bless you. The ground underneath you and the air around you. Notice sounds, sensations, and start to connect with your breath. So feel into the expansion and contraction of each inhale and exhale. If you want, you can even use your imagination. Visualize your breath moving up and down your spine or moving, flowing through your entire upper body, maybe even down into your legs and your feet and your toes. And with this awareness on your breath, next time you inhale, fill up as big as you possibly can. And when you're full, hold at the top of that breath. See if you can even find an extra little sip of air. Great big open mouth sigh. Let it go. Ah. Very nice. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. Take a moment, hold in fullness. Let that breath circulate around inside of you. Extra sip if it's there. And out your mouth, release. Ah. Good. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause in fullness. Extra sip, maybe 2 extra sips this time. And as you are ready, just open your mouth, let it go. Ah. Nice job, friends. Seal your lips now. Begin to cultivate Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. See if you can start to create that whisper noise, that oceanic sound. As you breathe slowly and intentionally in and out through your nose. But you really feel it, you really hear your breath as it moves through your throat. So you are more than welcome to stay right here a little longer or a lot longer. You're also welcome to come back to this place at any time throughout our practice. You just want to take a moment to reconnect or recalibrate. If you are ready to start moving your body, take your breath with you and come forward to your hands and your knees to your tabletop position. And from tabletop, we'll move through some cat-cows. So once you arrive, nothing too crazy, just flexion and extension through your spine, back and forth. So as you inhale, you will find spinal extension. Lift your heart, lift your tailbone, stretch through your front body. As you exhale, spinal flexion, round your back, hollow out your belly, curl it. So a few rounds of cat-cows back and forth, and see if you can start to find a little more mobility and a little more awareness right in the middle of your spine, right in the middle of your back. Good job, everybody. And take one more round or finish the round you are on. And then just come back to neutral spine, tabletop. Invitation in your tabletop to extend your left leg out to the left. It's called gating your left leg. We're moving towards thread the needle. Right arm will reach out to the right and then all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathe in here. As you exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach, 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 and then gently rest down on the outside of your shoulder and head. If you don't like having your left leg extended, no big deal. You can just set your left knee down. You can use your left hand to push into the ground, kind of find some leverage. Or maybe you want to wrap your left arm behind your back. So work the pose any way you want and just notice, feel, observe. If you can feel your breath in your back body especially. Nice poses, everybody. All the way to empty as you exhale. Take a couple more rounds. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, set it back down. And then next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up one more time. Exhale, right hand down. Pick up your left foot and swing your left toes off the right edge of your mat. Pull your hips to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. So hips go left, gaze back so you can look at your tiptoes. You might bend one or both elbows. You might even come down to one of your forearms. You can walk your hands forward a little bit if you want. So see what you can find here. Feel into it. Breathe into it. Bottom of your next exhalation, come back to a regular tabletop position and take it back to a downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. Once you're back in your down dog, just walk it out. Pedal out your heels, shift your hips from side to side. Maybe give your head a shake or a nod. See if you can feel the strength, the energy moving from your fingertips through your arms all the way up into your core, into your center. So feel that invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. Feel your big, spacious breaths holding and supporting you here. Take one more great big inhale. And then as you exhale, just gently set your knees back on the ground, tabletop position. And from tabletop, invitation to extend your right leg out to the right. Left arm out to the left, and then all the way up, reach as high as you can. Inhale. Exhale, thread your left arm through. So reach as far as possible, and then rest down gently. Beautiful. So it might be the exact same variation you work with on this side, or maybe this side feels a little different. You want to go somewhere different. So feel free to be curious, to explore, and just notice, feel, observe, no judgment, curiosity, observation. Couple more rounds, soften through your face, forehead, jaw. Nice poses, everybody. If you do have your right hand lifted, set it back down. Next time you breathe in, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up once more. Exhale, left hand down. Pick up your right foot and swing your right leg over. So right toes off the left edge of your mat. Pull your hips to the right, gaze back over your left shoulder. So lengthen your right side body. You can kind of rock forward and back or feel around, see what you can find. Breathe all the way down your right side. Feel the space there. One last breath. And back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. So give yourself just a moment in your down dog. Hips high, spine long, side bodies long. Big intentional breath. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Good job. Once you have arrived, come into a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Do that one more time. Halfway lift. So stick your butt out. Press back through the tops of your thighs. Feel your core engage. Exhale, fold. And then this time, let's take it all the way up. So press into your feet, lead with your heart. Big bend in the knees might help as you rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flow for a moment with breath. High mountain, breathe in. Exhale, hinge at your hips, stick your butt out and dive all the way down. Ah, yes. Inhale, halfway lift position. How much length can you feel in your spine and your side bodies, back of your neck? Exhale, fold. Nice, Gina. Press into your feet, lead with your heart. Take it back up, arms overhead as you inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, this time, inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades hug your spine. And then try today bending your elbows and suction cup your palms together like they're magnetized. Now imagine your elbows are also magnetized, so squeeze your elbows towards each other. Now imagine just your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull just your fingers apart. Keep all of that and start to reach your hands back away from your body. Only if you want, option to add a little back bend. So hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips forward, puff up your chest, lift your gaze. Keep breathing, slow, spacious breaths. One more big inhale. And then hands stay clasped, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart to get all the way down. So feel your core as you dive down. Eventually you'll be in your fold. Relax your neck, let your head hang. Maybe you've got a great big bend in your knees. That's totally fine. Try to bring your weight more into your toes and the balls of your feet, less in your heels. And then feel your strong core. Use it to lift your butt as high as you can. See if you can lift your knuckles higher and possibly even try to reach them forward. If you're still pressing your palms and that's too much at this point, no big deal. You can let that part go. Take one more great, big, huge inhalation. As you exhale, hands to your low back first, then nice and easy, just let go. Let your arms dangle, hang, shake them out. On an inhalation, find a halfway lift and realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. So top of your push-up, take a moment, spread your fingers and really push the ground away actively. Big inhale at the top of your push-up. And then as you exhale, lift your hips and press them back. Imagine that invisible rope pulling back and up on your belly button. Inhale, come forward. So ideally, you don't want to have to move your hands or your feet at all. Exhale, lift your hips, press them back. Maybe you bend your knees a lot. Feel your core. This time, adding a push-up. Inhale, high plank or modified plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, take it back, down dog. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, rock forward, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga, hold until you're empty. Inhale, push back up. Very nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, friends. You can wait for us in down dog or inhale, come forward. Exhale this time all the way down through chaturanga. Back bend of your choice. You can take your time. Heart opener, any heart opener you want, and take as long as you like. Eventually, everybody downward facing dog. Big, spacious, intentional breaths in down dog. Ujjayi breaths. Notice whatever there is to notice. Feel whatever there is to feel flowing through. Next time you inhale, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. And then go ahead and peel your hip open. So bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. So squeeze your outer right glute. It's called your medial glute. See if you can feel it squeeze and use it to lift your knee a little bit higher. Yeah, one more big inhale. Nice, Sarah. As you exhale, right knee towards your left elbow. Get as close as you can. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Ali. Maybe open your hip. So feel that articulation through your hip joint. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Aim as high as you can on your right arm. Inhale, back up. Maybe open your hip one last time. And then this time, knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine, and softly step your right foot forward, low lunge. Bring your back knee down gently. So if you need extra cushion, you can double up the side of your mat, fold it over, or anything else you want to do. Bring your hands up to your front thigh. So if you have a really short stance, it's going to be hard to go anywhere. So invitation to walk your front foot forward a little bit, and then start to lean forward like you want to sit your right butt cheek on your right heel. As you lean forward, push your right heel down actively and energetically try to pull your right heel back and up towards your right butt cheek. So that's what's called muscle energy in your legs. You should be able to feel it. Keep working your right butt cheek forward and down. Stay where you're at, or take your left arm to the sky. Feel the tone in your belly. So navel to spine supports your low back. You do not want to feel this in your low back. Only if you want to, only if you can feel that support of your lowest, deepest abdominals. Take your right arm to the sky as well. So keep working your right butt cheek forward and down. As you lift your heart, maybe gaze up. So feel the length in your side bodies. Feel the length, especially down your left side. One more big in-breath. Beautiful work. As you exhale, hands come down. Curl your back toes under and lift your back knee up. We're going to stay in a lunge, but we'll add a twist. So right arm to the sky. Open through the right side of your heart. Maybe even gaze up at your right hand. Breathe strong through your legs. Feel the strength in your back leg. Take one more round. Use your exhale to empty out and twist, twist, twist. Bottom of your exhale. Let it go. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. So parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift position. Pause here for a moment. Feel your strong legs. So root through your feet, legs are strong. And then stick your butt out. See if you can feel your core engage. Reach your arms out to both sides. So like you have great big wings. Yes, 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 yes. And as you reach out, your palms face the ground. Imagine you're trying to press your arms up and your chest down. See if you can feel your back muscles fire up a little more. Beautiful. One more big in-breath. Nice, Kate. Exhale, let it go. Fold, or you are more than welcome to move around and explore in your own way. You've got about 5, 6, 7 breaths here. So wherever you go, your awareness comes with you. Those spacious inhales, long, steady exhales all the way to empty are supporting you from the inside. So use your breath. I think it's one of the greatest tools we have in this life. Soft face, soft jaw. Last couple of rounds here. And then next time you breathe in, Halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees if needed. Crawl your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes to face forward and just step forward. Nice and easy. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. Let's rise all the way up. Arms overhead as you inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right. Inhale. Take your arms up. Pause here. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Turn your left palm towards the right side of the room. Little bend in your elbows. Send your hips to the left as you pull your upper body to the right. So you're tugging on your left arm, but you're resisting with your left arm. So if I were to let go right now, my arm would slingshot out. Keep your left shoulder back and down so it's plugged into the socket. And then if you want, you can reach your right tiptoes out to the right. Keep them very light on the ground. Pop up into your right rib cage. Breathe into the space between your ribs. Take one more huge full body breath. Inhale back to center, realign, switch your grip. So grab your right wrist, turn your right palm to face the windows. Same thing, other side, like a crescent moon shape. So more weight in your right foot, hips go right, upper body goes left. If you want, you can reach your left tiptoes out to the left, but don't put your weight in your left foot. Keep them very light. So really big, spacious inhales into your right waistline, in between your right ribs. Yes, nice, Sue. Take one more round. Keep your right shoulder back and down. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale this time, chair plane. So release your grip. Take your arms back behind you. Sit low. As you sit low, feel the weight in your heels right now and see if you can pick up your toes, spread them. See if you can feel the strength in your back body. So squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Squeeze your back muscles towards your spine. Keep your heart lifted. Take one more deep breath here. Now, only if you want to, option to rock forward and lift to your tiptoes. So heels high. And if you are playing with lifting to your tiptoes, you can take drinking bird, straighten your legs and dip your beak down low, just playfully. Woo. Take one more round wherever you're at. And then inhale, high mountain. So if you want, you can even stay on your tiptoes for a balance challenge all the way up as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, slow dive. So stick your butt out, woo, all the way down. Nice. Heels on the ground as you breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. This time, you move through your vinyasa however you want to. See you back in downward facing dog. So big, intentional breaths guiding your movement. All right, next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. And then imagine your left hip is a hinge on the door and your left hip is the door. It just swings open. So bend your left knee and feel your left hip start to stack on top of right. Yes, keep hugging in with your right inner thigh so you're not dumping into your outer right hip. Keep pressing through both hands. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. So use your strong obliques. Get as close as you can. Yes, inhale back up. Maybe open your hip. Feel that articulation. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit. Push the ground away. So keep nice and high. Inhale back up. Awesome, Kirsten. Last one. Knee to your nose. Round your spine. Hollow out your belly. Then step forward softly. Back knee comes down gently. So if you need extra cushion, fold over the side of your mat, hands to your front thigh. Remember, if you have a really short stance, know where to go and it's going to feel really awkward. So you might walk your front foot forward a bit and then start to sit left butt cheek towards your left heel. So if I'm just lazy in this, I feel my hips open and I can just kind of dump into it. But I want to feel muscle energy in my legs. So I'm pushing down through my left heel, energetically pulling back and up. Like I'm trying to lift my left heel towards my left butt cheek. So you can stay here, perfect, or right arm to the sky. Feel the tone in your belly. So draw your belly button back towards your spine. And you should feel the support that offers your low back. Great place to stay. You're perfect as you are. Or left arm reaches up as well. Keep working your left butt cheek forward and down towards your left heel. Keep pressing your left heel down and energetically pull it back and up. See if you can lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze, work the length in your side bodies, especially your right side. One more great, big, huge in-breath. Nice work. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then add a twist. So left arm will reach up. Yes. You can have your right hand on a block if you want. You can lift your right fingertips if you want, or you can push into the ground with your right hand. So right hand, if you want to play and just see, are my legs strong? Is my core engaged? You might even try hovering it above the ground. See what happens. Take 2 more breaths, working your twist. Nice, everyone. And then bottom of that second exhalation, take it all the way to empty and unwind all the way over. Hands to the long edge, the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. So reach your arms out to both sides again. And then this time, take your left hand underneath your heart. Reach your right arm up. You're in a twist. You can stay right here. You want to take it further, left hand to the outside of your right ankle, right arm wraps behind your back, and you can start to work it as almost a forward fold. So kind of draping your upper body over your right leg. Big deep breaths wherever you're at, couple more. And then just slowly switch to the other side. So maybe right hand comes down under your heart, left arm up. Or maybe right hand to left ankle, left arm wraps behind your back. Take your time, no rush. Work the pose with your breath. Beautiful. Feel your core here. So as you reach your butt back, you feel your core engage. You feel that connection to it. Every exhalation all the way to emptiness. And at the very bottom of your exhale, that's where you might go a little bit deeper. Last couple rounds on this side. Really nice, everybody. All right, bottom of your next exhale, release. Halfway lift one more time. So just realign. You can reach your arms out if you want. And then walk your hands. So fingertips on the ground, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, step forward, forward fold. Once you've arrived, halfway lift, breathe in, realign. Exhale, bow and fold. Let's take it all the way up. Rise, full body stretch, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Breath to movement for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, side body stretch. So hips go left as you pull to the right. Through center, inhale, switch your grip. Other side, take it up and then over all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, chair plane, or if you want, float to your tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain pose. As tall as you can grow, squeeze through the front of your thighs. Little bend in your knees is helpful. If you want, stay on your tiptoes as you dive slowly down, forward fold. Heels on the ground as you find halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. This time, pause in your push-up here. So high plank, we're moving into Vashisthasana, side plank. Right hand is your foundation. So either roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or if you want to modify, right knee can come down, right forearm can come down. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, then lift your hips as high as you can. So the more your hips sink, the harder this is going to be to hold. It's going to feel really heavy in your wrist and your shoulder. So hips high, like you're creating that crescent moon shape with your body. Maybe reach your left arm forward towards the front wall. Feel the length in your left side. Maybe float your left leg up. Awesome, Kate. Take one more huge full body breath wherever you're at. And then slow motion back to a plank or a modified plank. Find your strength. Inhale, push the ground away. Exhale all the way to your belly. Start with just a baby cobra. So stay low and use your back muscles to lift your heart rather than your arm strength. Yes. See if you can keep your heart lifted. Float your hands up, reach your hands back. And then float your feet up, reach your toes back. Try not to widen your legs, but hug in with your inner thighs. Even imagine you're trying to rotate your inner thighs in and up towards the ceiling. Back muscles, squeeze towards your spine. If it helps, try bending your elbows and then squeeze your elbows closer together behind you. See if you can feel your mid-back muscles fire. Take one more inhale, breathe all the way down into your belly. Lift, lift, lift. Nice work. Let it go, release. You can give yourself just a moment to rest. And then however you want to find your way to downward facing dog in your next 2 or 3 breaths. See you there. So you can move through a regular vinyasa if you're feeling it. Maybe you just take a couple cat-cows. Eventually down dog, Ujjayi breath. All right, from your down dog, inhale, extend your right leg back and up. Once again, open your hip. You are more than welcome to just hold here, perfect. Or option if you'd like to flip your dog. So right foot comes down behind. Thanks, Gina. Right arm forward, heart forward. Lift your hips and feel the strength in your back body. Take one more huge breath, those of you in the back bend. And then bring it back. Everybody, 3-legged down dog. So if you need to, you can set your right foot down, then re-extend. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot all the way up to the top of your mat, low lunge. All right, we're gonna go into a twist again. So left hand on the ground, right arm to the sky. Strong through your legs. So really feel the strength in your legs and see if you can find a connection to your center. Hold your twist and start to rise up to a standing position. So your left arm will be facing or reaching forward, right arm will be reaching back. Once you are standing, bend your back knee to a hover. Bring your right arm, your forearm across your low back, square your shoulders towards the front of the room, reach your left arm up, and see if you can start to create a little back bend, not by just leaning back, but curl open. So pop up your chest. Feel that long line down your left side. Bend your back knee to a hover and see if you can create just a little bit more length. One more big, huge inhale. Nice job. As you exhale, bring your left hand down. Bring your right hand down. Root through your right foot, standing splits. So left leg lifts. See if you can find energy in your left foot, your left toes. Spread your left toes. Relax your neck. So it's just like a one-legged forward fold. I do not care how high your left leg goes, but I do care that there's energy running all the way up into your tiptoes. So you should be able to feel your toes, maybe even wiggle them around. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, Shiva squat. So left knee tucks into the back of right knee. Both knees bend, get small. Inhale, re-extend left leg high. If you want to, you can take a little handstand hop just for fun. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend, maybe hop. Last time. And exhale, Shiva squat. Now listen. So left knee is tucked in the back of right knee. Bring your right hand up, grab hold of your left foot. Right hand, left foot. Now, see if you can slowly come up to stand. So root through right foot. We're going for a twisted dancer. Once you're standing, you can really work the pose. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, maybe reach your left arm forward. You can keep a little bend in your standing leg. As best you can, square off your hips. Breathe, soften your face. Last couple of rounds. You're falling out, totally fine. We're gonna meet back in a forward fold. See if you can come slowly out of it the same way you came into it. Eventually forward fold, maybe give your right leg a little shaky shake. Nice work. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet out to the width of your mat, and then toes wider than heels, low squat, Malasana. Elbows to inner knees, hands to heart. And then notice if it feels like you round and kind of collapse. See if you can, almost like a turtle coming out of its shell, lengthen your spine, lift through the crown of your head, broaden through the front of your shoulders. Notice, does the weight collapse onto the inner edges of your feet? And if so, can you press into the outer edges as well? Can you pick up your toes and spread them? Can you send your breath all the way down into your hips and your groin? Soften through your outer shell. So nothing is strained, forced, or aggressive. Last deep breath here. Bottom of your exhalation, fingertips to the ground, hips to the sky. You can heel toe your feet in however you prefer them. All of your toes face forward now. Inhale to a halfway lift. One more time, realign. Exhale, fold. Root into your feet and rise all the way up. Sue, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breath to movement. Inhale, reach. Grab your left wrist with right hand. Exhale, side body stretch up and over. Through center as you inhale and switch your grip. Up and over again, other side, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, center. Chair plane, or if you want, lift to your tiptoes for drinking bird. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like, high mountain. So super, super tall. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. So it's an exaggeration of what you want to be doing every single time you dive. Yes, connect to your center. Very nice. Heels on the ground, halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Pause, side plank. This time, left hand is your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot, or maybe left knee comes down or left forearm comes down, up to you. Good. Awesome, Ali, lift your hips really, really high. Feel your strong left side abdominals holding you up. Maybe reach your right arm forward and possibly float your right leg up. As you float your right leg up, see if you can lift your hips even higher. So your own personal fullest expression today, whatever that looks like. Last round. Very good. Slowly come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up and push the ground away. Slow as you can, all the way to your belly. One strong straight line. Just like before, start low, baby cobra. Lift using back strength. Float your hands up, reach your hands back. Float your feet up, reach your toes back, locust pose. This time, if you would like, option to interlace your fingers. So if you can find that interlace, and then use your big, huge fist. See if you can reach it back and lift your heart higher. Hug in with your inner thighs, breathe down into your belly. Yes, lift, lift, lift. One more inhale. Let it go. Next few breaths, see you in down dog. So maybe you want to rest here, kind of shimmy your hips or even windshield wiper your shins. You want to move through a child's pose or a cat-cow or two. Eventually downward facing dog. Check back in with your Ujjayi breath. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And then peel your left hip open. So bend your left knee. Yes, good. Great place to stay. This is a great stretch. If you would like, option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind you. Use your strong back muscles and then feel your front body open. Breathe down and stretch your abdominal wall. Beautiful. One last round if you're in the back bend. And then bring it back, three-legged down dog, left leg extended. So if you need to set your left foot down and then re-extend, fine. Big, huge inhale here. Slow as you can, soft as you can. Step forward, low lunge. And then revolve lunge. Right hand down, left arm up. So starting in this revolve lunge, find the strength in your legs. Feel the connection to your center. Slowly hold your twist. Come all the way up to standing. Once you are standing, right arm forward, left arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. And even imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. Bring your left forearm across your low back, square your shoulders towards the front of the room. Reach your right arm up, and then start to reach your right fingertips back as you curl your heart open. Use your left forearm behind you as support for your low back. So you're not leaning back, you're curling open. Puff up your chest. Feel that length. Yes, down your right side. Breathe. One more huge inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Left hand down. Root into left foot. Standing splits. Right leg lifts. I do not care how high your right leg goes, but I do care that you can feel it. There's energy moving all the way up into your right toes. So point your toes, flex your foot, point your foot. So whatever feels good, as long as there's energy there. One more big, huge inhale, maybe lift a little higher. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks into the back of right knee. Both knees bend, get small. Inhale, re-extend, get long. If you want, little hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend, or one more chance to hop. Exhale, Shiva squat. And then this time we'll pause. Bring your left hand to grab your right foot. Left hand grabs right foot. Once you've got hold, slowly start to rise. So root into your left foot, connect to your center. Once you're standing, you really work your pose. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Twisted dancer. Hug in with your inner thighs. I know it's awkward. Sometimes one side is a lot harder than the other. So just be with whatever is there. Whatever's flowing through, breathe into it. Last couple of rounds. So good. See if you can come back the same way you came in, slowly. And then meet in a forward fold. Right foot to the ground. Maybe give your left leg a little shaky shake. Halfway lift. Inhale, realign. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet out to the width of your mat. Toes wider than heels once again. Malasana, low yogi squat. So you can stay right here, simply breathe, or option to add a little twist. Reach your left arm out. Your arm presses into leg, leg into arm, right arm up. Gaze up at your right hand. If the bind is in your practice, you're welcome to go there, but no need to force it. Make sure your heels can stay on the ground. Press into the outer edges of your feet. If you're with me in the twist, last round on this side. And then we'll switch. So come back to center. Right arm reaches out. Arm into leg, leg into arm. And left arm to the sky, open. Beautiful. Big, deep breaths down into your hips and your groin. Open through the left side of your heart space. One last round. Nice work, friends. Let it go. Fingertips to the ground, hips to the sky. Heel toe your feet in however you prefer them. All of your toes now face forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go, fold. Rise all the way up. Big full body stretch at the top as you inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, breath to movement, just like we've been doing. Inhale, reach up, grab left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch to your right. Send your hips to your left. Through center as you inhale, switch your grip. Switch the weight in your feet. Up and over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair plane or float to tiptoes. If you want a balance challenge, maybe stay on your tiptoes, high mountain, super tall. Possibly stay on your tiptoes one last time here as you take that dive down into your fold. Heels on the ground as you lift halfway. Inhale. Nice, Kate. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, top of your push-up. Inhale and push the ground away. Exhale all the way to your belly, slowly. Start with a baby cobra, just like we've been doing. And then move into your locust. Float your hands up, reach your hands back, float feet up, reach feet back. You can stay here. You can interlace fingers, or this time if you want, bend your knees, reach back, grab your ankles or the shoelace side of your feet, And then leverage, gentle leverage. Kick feet into hands, pull hands back into feet. Hug in with your inner thighs to stay out of your low back. Curl open, lift your heart. Beautiful. Breathe deeply all the way down. Stretch your abdominal wall. One last round. Lift, lift, lift. And let it go. Ah. Good job, friends. All right, this is a little bit funky. So what you're going to do here, you're going to slide your left knee on the ground up towards your upper body. So just bend your left knee and slide it forward. Lift your upper body just a little bit and kind of thread your right arm through. So right hand to left knee, and then reach your left arm up and back behind you. So you're coming into a supine spinal twist. It's just a funky way of getting there. See if you can really let your heart open towards the ceiling, towards the sky. If you need to adjust through your hips a little bit, that's fine. If you want to take your right hand off of your left leg, that's fine. Be here for about 2 more breaths. And then we're just going to slowly rewind and switch to the other side. So roll nice and easy back onto your belly. And then bend your left knee, slide it forward. Lift your chest just a little bit. Left hand to right knee. And then once left hand is on top of your right knee, right arm up and right arm back. So you're reaching your right arm back behind you. Let it open towards the windows. Let your heart open towards the sky. Make any little adjustments needed. Scoot yourself around. Send your breath down into low belly, low back. Couple more on this side. Soft through your face. Good. And when you feel pretty even on both sides, just slowly rewind. And eventually, see you back in downward facing dog. No rush. All right, my friends, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And exhale, step your right foot to the top of your yoga mat, low lunge. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out nice and wide. Here are your options. You can either keep your hips lifted and see if you can lower your heart down, or do the opposite. Back knee down, hips down, lift your heart up and see if you can let your heart look forward. Maybe you do a little bit of both. Maybe there's something else you want to work with. So this is yours. Whatever you need here, give it to yourself. So feel around, explore, make sure you can breathe big, spacious breaths. Nice, Sue. Whatever you're feeling, know that it's only temporary. Be with it, soften around it. So unless it's a stabbing, jabbing, sharp pain, then it's okay to be a little bit uncomfortable. So if it is pain, that's different than discomfort. Discomfort is kind of a general area of just little bit of tension, little bit of tightness, stiffness. So we can sit with that and breathe into it and soften around it. Take about 2 or 3 more. You can open your mouth at any time. Ah. All right, wherever you're at, come back up to the palms of your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. And then you're just gonna reach your right leg back and up, 3-legged dog. If it would feel good, you can open your hip for a moment. Whenever you are ready, my friends, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. So right knee very wide. Pull your right hip back and up. And then start to bow forward. Big deep breath. Just notice, feel, observe, be in your body. If there's any other variation that you know will work better for you in pigeon, totally fine with me. You're welcome to take it. Take about 5 more rounds in your pigeon pose. Open mouth sighs are always welcome. So sometimes that big sigh out your mouth can be so valuable if you feel like there's a lot of sensation, there's a lot of energy, there's an overwhelm. Give it somewhere to go. Good job. Last couple rounds in pigeon, friends. Beautiful work, beautiful poses. We're just going to meet in a seat. So if you're in regular pigeon, lift your upper body and then just kind of ease your way over onto your right butt cheek. Let your hips open and swing your left leg around. If it would feel good for a moment, take both of your legs forward, give them a little shake out. Eventually, right leg, or I should say right foot, will come to the inside of your left inner thigh. So sole of your right foot, left inner thigh, like a tree pose, but you're sitting on the ground. And then open your hips towards the right side of the room. Flex your left toes back and active and press down into your left heel firmly. Take your right arm up and left hand can just rest on your left thigh. Big inhale, get really tall. As you exhale, slide your left hand down your left leg and reach your right fingertips forward. If it is available, these fingers can grab your big toe, but try not to collapse your heart in order to get that. So heart stays open. Heart wants to look up at the sky. So that's the action you want to work. Breathe into your right side. Press foot into leg, leg into foot. Yes, so nice, you guys. See if there's any more space you can find. Flex your left toes back. One more deep breath. Reach, reach, reach. As you inhale, come back up and reach both arms up. Exhale, right hand comes down behind you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Push down, lift your hips. Lengthen your left side. If you want, you can turn this into more of a modified wild thing. Let your heart look up. So no matter where you're at, just go for length and space. One last round. Let it go. Take your legs forward. We're going to meet in down dog, so you can get there your own way or invitation to find boat pose with me for just a moment. So balancing on your sit bones. You can hold your legs if you want, or you can bring your hands behind you for more support. Inhale here, stay here and hold, or exhale, low boat. So everything lengthens and hovers. Inhale, high boat, lift. Exhale, low boat, pull your belly down, press your low back down. Inhale, high boat. Just one more time. Exhale, low boat, squeeze, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross your ankles, roll over your feet. You can hop back if you want, or step back 1 foot at a time. Move through a vinyasa, or don't, to you. See you in downward facing dog. Big deep breaths. All right, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward. And then hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot out nice and wide. So same options. You can lift your hips and lower your heart, or you can lower your hips, lower your back knee, lift your heart. If you do take this variation, a lot of times I notice that people put all their weight in their hands. Try not to put too much weight in your hands. So encourage your weight more into your legs, and then breathe there as you lift your heart and let it look forward. Wherever you choose to go with this, Breath is so important. Send it down into your hips. Left foot nice and wide, and make sure your left knee doesn't fall inwards, but if anything, it tracks outwards. So if it helps to pivot your left toes out just a little bit, that's fine. Take about 3 more breaths. Nice, Kirsten. Let yourself be in sensation. Really good. Nice variations, friends. Okie dokie. Bottom of your next exhale. Come back up to the palms of your hands if you're not already there. And then lift your back knee off the ground. Push your hands down, swing your left leg back and up. If it would feel good, you can open your hip for a moment. Whenever you are ready, pigeon pose. So left shin to the top of your space. Try to get your left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat if possible. And then pull your left butt cheek back and up as your heart works forward and down. Yes. Beautiful. And then take those big, intentional breaths. So see if you can notice, is there anywhere you are holding or tightening that you don't need to be? Just by noticing, see what happens. Does anything shift? Does anything soften? Take about 3 or 4 more breaths. Out your mouth at any time. Bottom of your next exhale. Start to lift your upper body and come into a seat. So however you want to get there, if you're able, you can just kind of let your hips open, flop over onto your left outer glute, and then swing your right leg around. Once your legs are in front of you, you can give them a little shaky shake. And then eventually, sole of left foot to right inner thigh, and allow your hips to open towards the left side of the room. So press your foot into your leg into your foot, and flex your toes, your right toes, back and active towards your shin. Press down through your right heel. So some people try to straighten their legs so much that their heel lifts. We don't want to do that. Press your heel down and you get a little bend in the back of your knee. That's not a bad thing. Take your left arm up, right hand rests on your thigh. Big inhale. And as you exhale, slide your right hand down your right leg, left fingertips reach forward. If you can, wrap your peace fingers around your big toe, go for it, but no need to force. Keep pressing your foot into your leg into your foot. Keep flexing your right toes back, pressing down through the back of your right heel. And then pop up into your left rib cage. Breathe into your left waistline. Last couple of breaths, soft through your face. Next, inhale, lift up, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Push into the ground and lift your hips. A modified side plank, or you can turn it into more of a modified wild thing. Let your heart look up. Go for length and space. One more huge full body breath. And then come back down. Sit bones to the ground. Take your legs forward. And if you want to, you can ignore me and just go straight down onto your back. If you want a little more core, chance for a little more core, boat pose. Once again, balance on your sit bones rather than rocking back onto your tailbone. That's really hard for a lot of people, including myself. So lift your heart. If you feel yourself rounding, odds are you're probably on your tailbone. So feel that balance that comes on your sit bones and the way you're able to lift and open your heart. Inhale here. Stay if you want, otherwise exhale, low boat, hover and hold, squeeze, draw low belly down. Inhale high. Good job. Exhale low. Inhale high. 2 more. Exhale low. Inhale high. Exhale low. Inhale high. Exhale low. Hold this time. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Draw low belly down. Spread your toes. 3, 2, 1. Release. Bye, Sarah. Thanks for coming. Take your arms long, legs long, full body stretch. So you can actively reach if you want, or you can just passively rest with your arms overhead and legs extended. Take a moment and just feel all that space. Draw both knees in towards your belly and gently rock side to side. Give your low back a little massage against the ground. And then set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. One last heart opener, set up for bridge pose. So feet hips width distance apart, all 10 toes face forward, and your heels and ankles come straight down from your knees. So with your arms by your sides, you should be able to graze the backs of your heels with your middle fingers. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up. Some of you are already there, that's fine. Inhale, peel your spine off your mat. And if a full wheel upward facing bow is in your practice, you want to go there, you're welcome to. Otherwise, any variation of bridge you want to take, even if it's a supported bridge, for about 5 to 7 breaths. So maybe you want to interlace your fingers, robot arms, whatever feels right in your body in this moment. Breathe all the way down, stretch your abdominal wall and stretch those hip flexor muscles. So imagine you're trying to reach your knees and your shins forward. Slow, steady breaths, just a little bit longer. All that space inside of you. In your next couple of rounds, friends, I'll just let you find your own way out, nice and easy, slowly and intentionally, back to neutral. And then once you're back in a neutral spine, no rush. We're just gonna take some windshield wipers. So you could tee out your arms or cactus your arms on the ground, feet nice and wide at the width of your mat, side to side, slowly with your breath. Go slow enough that you can really feel and work on each side. So if we drive our car 100 miles an hour down the road, when we look out the window, we can't really notice much. We can't see any details. If we're going 5 miles an hour, we can notice everything. We can see all the little details. Same thing with your body. When you go slow, you notice so much more. So see what happens when you allow yourself to slow down. After you've taken a few rounds of these windshield wipers, and you can keep going if it's feeling good, but eventually, happy baby pose. You can rock side to side. You might even extend one leg, both legs. Go ahead and just kind of play in your happy baby for a moment. Embody the energy of a happy baby. And then if there are any other poses, any finishing movements, anything you would like to move through to complete your own practice, give yourself about 5 to 10 breaths to do so. So if you are ready to just settle into your Shavasana, you're welcome to go straight to it. If there's a few more wiggles you want to get out, take your time. But as you start settling in, I will just read to you. This is by Jeff Foster. It's about coming alive. It's about waking up to grace. It's about unconditional friendliness and infinite kindness to yourself. It's about making it safe, finally safe for all those unloved, unmet, unseen waves of the ocean of yourself to crawl out of the depths, out of the darkness, out of the corners and holes and crevices, and come into the light, blinking and full of wonder. It's about giving birth to yourself so that all thoughts are finally allowed to flood in, all sensations, all feelings, all sounds, all those waves that we used to label as dark or evil or negative or dangerous or sinful. Fear, anger, boredom, doubt, confusion, frustration, helplessness. They are all finally allowed to come to rest, to breathe, to be fully themselves in the space that you are. You are not separate or they are not separate entities or enemies. They are intimate appearances of you. And so they cannot hurt you, even if they hurt. And this is what we forget sometimes in our rush to fix. Yes, all of those swirling, pulsating energies of that which we call life are welcome in the unlimited room that you are, the vast living room in which all of creation sings and dances and paints itself into the ever-changing picture of this extraordinary moment. So these last few moments, friends, see if you can really give in. Just let your body rest and feel all that energy flowing through you. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And just start to slowly come back. Come back to your physical body in this physical space. Wiggle fingers, toes. Maybe a big full body stretch, or even a little temple massage, forehead massage, jaw massage. And then whenever you're ready, slowly move onto either side, fetal position. And take just a moment to curl into yourself. Rest on your side body. Breathe into your back body. Maybe visualize, use your imagination and visualize in some way your practice, all the energy from it, that sound bath, all the energy from it, just kind of seeping into your being, absorbing and integrating it. And then staying as relaxed as possible through your body, start to find your way up into seated meditation. So right back where we began. As you come into your seat, just notice, do you feel any different than you did 75 minutes ago? Physically, energetically, emotionally. No judgment, just observation, curiosity. Let's take one last inhale together and reach our arms up. Kind of gathering it all in and bringing it into our heart. So exhale, hands to your heart center and bow your head to your heart. Just acknowledge yourself. Thank yourself for making the effort to be here today. Roll out your mat and do your practice to connect with yourself in a deeper and more intentional way. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. All right, friends. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. See you soon, I hope. What's your name? I didn't even ask your name. I'm sorry. I didn't even see you come in. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Callie. I miss you. Come back soon. I know I've been gone on Sundays.